Hey guys, it's Justin. I am back at you with another video. Today I'm visiting Disney's Hollywood Studios. I've been to Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom, and this is the last park that I have to visit since the reopening. And I'm going to give you kind of a glimpse inside to see what it looks like now that it's reopened and how maybe things have changed since they did reopen about a month ago. I was over at the toll plaza around 8:30, 8:35, and they were not even letting cars park there to go into the parking lot. I asked a cast member and they said they're not opening the parking lot until 9 o'clock. And of course the park does not open until 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna head back over there right at 9 so I can get in, and I'll let you know what time I get through the temperature screening, through security, and then actually into the park. So stay tuned. All right, we are finally in the parking lot. I got here about 5 till 9 and there were already about 10 cars in every lane, and they didn't actually open the toll plaza until 10 after 9. So I don't know if that's normal or if there was some sort of a delay this morning, but that is when they let us in today. So now I'm gonna find a parking place and get into that park. Stay tuned. All right, it is 9:18 and I'm heading towards the temperature screening now. And this is one of the, if not the busiest park. So there will be a lot of people here today, as many as they will allow. Hollywood Studios is sold out on the park calendar for quite some time. So if you see a date and you can make it, grab it. All right, it is 9:20 and I am going to the tap style now. Thank you. We are in 20 after 9, so we have 40 minutes until park open, and we'll just take a quick peek to see what things look like. When you walk in, they have cast members holding signs that show you the direction of each of the lands. And I am going to be filming a certain railway adventure, so if you haven't been on it and you want to be surprised, you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and fast forward this part, turn off your monitor, turn off your speakers, put a bag over your head, whatever you need to do. But we are going to the Runaway Railway first. Good morning. And there is a posted wait time of 20 minutes already, and it's a little after 9:20. So they let you go ahead and enter the queue. Obviously they're not going to start the ride until 10 o'clock on the dot, but at least we can start lining up, and we are inside, which means it's air conditioned. It's always a good thing. While I'm waiting in the queue, I just wanted to show you the inside of the Chinese theater. It looks like they kept it intact since the Great Movie Ride was here. A beautiful building. All right, they started moving the line at 9:30, and we are in the final room here. There's no pre-show. You walk right through to the boarding area, and you can kind of see how many people are already here in the switchback queues. So we are ready to board momentarily. So it looks like this attraction actually starts operating at 9:30. Here is our train. They're seating every other row, and it's loading pretty quickly because there's a lot of rows. All right, we are on. It is 9:35 and we are on the ride.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hi, folks. How you doing? Hey, Mickey. Sure you take good care of our friends. They're amazing. What could possibly go wrong? Oh no! I must have hit that track switch. Wait, this is all my fault. Oh no! They're jumping the track. Hey, let's get that runaway train. Not a chance.
Come on in. Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's carnival!
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. I'm so happy. I'm here. We had one crazy ride. I'm with you by my side.
Just finished up Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and it's about 9:45. I'm gonna head on over to Tower of Terror because as I was checking wait times from home, I noticed that throughout the day that is usually pretty high, so I wanted to get that done early if I can. And then I want to also be available to book or attempt to book a 10 o'clock boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance. I don't want to be actually on an attraction, so maybe I'll be in line. If not, I will step out of line so I can make sure that I book that, because the only two opportunities to do that throughout the day are 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass. So stay tuned, see what happens. So Tower of Terror is open. It's a 5-minute wait, pretty much a walk-on, but the cast members advise that the Wi-Fi is not very strong in the building, so they recommend if you're trying to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass at 10 o'clock to wait outside before boarding, because then you risk not being able to connect and not getting one, because they do literally go within seconds. So I'm gonna hang out outside, see if I can grab a pass, and then head on over to Tower of Terror. And that's probably what everyone's going to be doing with all of the attractions, so they're not stuck on there while they're trying to grab a boarding pass. So I'll let you know what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, I got a boarding group, and it told me my return time is about 35 minutes from now, so I jumped in line at Tower of Terror. And there's no pre-show, you just walk right through that to the elevator itself. As I was mid-air, Tower of Terror, my boarding group was called for Rise of the Resistance. So I have until 11:03 to get back over there, which is a little less than an hour from now. So while I'm over on Sunset Boulevard, I'm going to go knock out Rock and Roller Coaster and then head over to Galaxy's Edge. Stay tuned. One of the things I did was take a screenshot of my boarding pass in the My Disney Experience app, just in case there's a glitch or a problem later, I can prove that I had one. That's also a good idea to do just in case you do get an error message or an unable to book one due to a technical issue. You can show them the time and that you were actually attempting to get one, and a cast member can help you out at guest relations. So just a tip for you in the future. See, they are seeing every other row. Alright, just finished up with Rock and Roller Coaster, and I'm headed to Rise of the Resistance. I just remembered that I have an 11 o'clock reservation at 50's Primetime Cafe, so I'm going to have to book at the Rise of the Resistance in order to make that reservation too. One thing I noticed on Rock and Roller Coaster and also at Everest over at Animal Kingdom is they're running a little slower, probably because there's fewer guests on each train. They're seating every other row, obviously, so that slows down the trains without as much weight. So just something I realized. on my way to Rise, passing by the runaway railway. You can see how many people are in line. It's all the way out here now. And of course it looks longer than normal because everyone's distanced, but it's 10:25 just to give you an idea. Passing through Toy Story Land just to give you an idea of that. 50-minute wait for Slinky Dog Dash 50. Here is Galaxy's Edge. Noticeably a lot less people than what is usually here.
It's over there.
Very easy to walk, that's for sure. Alright, I am in line at Rise of the Resistance. And just keep in mind that if you do get a 10 o'clock boarding pass, you're unable to get a second one. You can't get a 2 o'clock one. You only get one per day. So just keep that in mind.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Should we be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the cause.
Personnel, this is your final call. Yes, I just want to be sure. All recruits must be on board now. Transport is away in 30 seconds. Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you spotting anything? Yeah, I see it. We'll check it out. Stay strong! Is there anything we can do right now? This is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
This ship is now under the command of the First Order. You remove yourselves from this vessel one crew at a time, and then proceed to the right for your interrogation.
Leave us.
Yes, General.
Enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right.
Hey, you're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners. You have a breach in attention block 3.
Cover is blown. Find an alternate route.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations! Sir, the prisoners have escaped!
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
You guys really like cutting it close, don't you? Okay, you're clear.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're Resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up. Scan for his pod beacon.
Lieutenant Beck here.
Beck! You're alive!
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Alright, just got off Rise and had to run over to 50's Primetime Cafe for my reservation. I'm a little late, but they are letting me in. I'm just waiting for my table to be ready right now. So I am starving. Ready to get my salmon salad. And I even got a TV table. And here's the QR code for the menu they give you. And they just remind you when they seat you to keep your mask on at all times, except when you're eating or drinking. And if you get up to use the restroom, you have to put it back on. Here is my salmon salad. It is possible to eat healthy at Disney World. This is proof. Now what I eat the other times during the day, that is not so healthy, but I have to pretend to be healthy every once in a while. So here it is. All right, just finished up lunch at 50's Primetime Cafe. That was good. And just a quick note, the Tune and Lounge was not open. That's the little lounge bar area in the restaurant, but they did have an attendant back there making drinks if you order them in the restaurant. So that's a little different, obviously. All right, I'm heading over to SDD. Gonna hit the Slinky Dog Dash and get that in before we have any chance of lightning or rain. All right, heading back towards Slinky Dog Dash. This walkway is usually very busy throughout the day, and it is open, as you can see. It really makes it easier to move around without people breathing on you. I'm gonna get used to this.
I'm Sheriff Woody.
Welcome to Slinky Dog Dash.
All right, I got the back row. Finished up with Slinky Dog Dash. It was about a 40-minute wait. I'm not really intimidated by the longer waits because when people see those, they tend not to wait. And then when I got on the Rock and Roller Coaster earlier, when I got on it was 15 minutes, and when I got off it was 55-0. So they can really bounce around. They may not be too accurate. So just kind of gauge how long the line is once you start learning with the new social distancing policy, how long the line is in time. That'll help you out, I think, more than the posted wait times. All right, let's see what's next. I just noticed that Woody's Lunchbox is closed. Good little quick service restaurant here in Toy Story Land. All right, I decided to come over to Alien Swirling Saucers. There was a 20-minute wait, but I didn't really see that many people in the queue, so I'm sure it's gonna be shorter than that. even with people spaced out, there were not a lot of people in line. So I'm gonna go swirl some aliens.
Your attention, please. For your safety. Safety.
Here's my saucer. So I just finished up with alien swirling saucers, and yeah, there was maybe a 5-minute wait, but there was a posted wait time of 20, so it's definitely not as long as they're saying, at least for that attraction. I'm gonna head over now to Toy Story Midway Mania and play some games. Come on. Our chariot awaits. Will do. Alright, just finished up Toy Story Midway Mania. Not my best score, but I broke 200,000. I had a bad gun though, so I'm probably gonna try to ride it again later at least. Alright, let's see what is next. Stay tuned. I just stumbled upon Chewie hard at work. And it looks like Ray back there with him. You're doing a good job! Alright, I stopped off at Backlot Express for a Wookiee cookie, and that is a pretty good size if you can see that. It's not ice cream, it's icing in the middle of 2 oatmeal cookies and then a chocolate bar on top. But Hollywood Scoops is closed, and that was something that I usually like to get, is some ice cream in the park, especially on a hot day. They said the only ice cream in the park is the little carts that sell the ice cream bars. They don't have any hand-scooped ice cream in Hollywood Studios right now. So that's unfortunate, but this looks like it will do the trick. I'm gonna head on over to Star Tours now. It's got a 15-minute wait. I'm gonna jump in line for that.
Star Tours pilots are programmed to deliver you on time, every time. So when your plans call for intergalactic travel, who'll start?
Strange alien creature. I believe you call it a teenager. That's a kid.
There you go. Nice.
Here we go. We got front row. Alright, just finished up with Star Tours, and they actually play a random video sequence every time, so you can ride it multiple times in a row and get a different experience potentially. And also, just a quick tip on the 3D glasses. I found that if I wear them towards the end of my nose over my mask, they're less likely to fog up. And if they do fog up, you can inhale quickly, and it acts like a defrost mode. It'll clear them up pretty quickly. Just try not to pass out. Don't do it too hard, but I found that that clears it up pretty quickly. So I am headed over to watch the Muppets next. Stay tuned. Alright. They skipped the pre-show and they just have everyone come in.
It's one of those 3D movies. Put on your glasses, Cowler. Yeah. Hey, look! Look at the guy in the goofy mask. That's not a mask. Oh, sorry, lady.
Sun shining right above you. Soft breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Every minute to breathe.
Morning! Bean!
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, Kermit! Look!
What? Bean, what are you doing out there?
I'm running away.
Alright, just finished up with the Muppets. They're always a delight to watch. They put me in a good mood no matter what day of the week it is. And that's actually the only show that you'll see here at Hollywood Studios. The live performances are still suspended due to the equity disputes, so there's no Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, or Indiana Jones. So the Muppets are the only show here. Alright, I'm headed over to take the hunk of junk for a test drive around the galaxy. I'm gonna hit the Millennium Falcon. Stay tuned. have to say, walking through Galaxy's Edge, it did get a little crowded in some spots, so it's hard to maintain social distancing when there are so many people. I just wanted to give you an idea of what this looked like. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Alright, making my way over to Millennium Falcon now. There she is. 25-minute wait, not bad.
You insult my honor, and believe me, I have very little honor to insult.
How about one of the engines?
We'll talk later.
Alright, I am in.
Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxium.
Welcome, traveler. Come right on in. Once you see to get that seatbelt
For your safety,
Will do, thank you.
Seated and supervise younglings.
Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off. Only one pilot? You won't be able to steer with it. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly out. And push forward to fly down. Right, pilot, brakes. Well, my friends, that could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Right, pilot, hit the boosters. Boost, boost, boost. We made it. I don't believe it, but we made it. Now, let's get up. Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remotely. You retrieve 2 containers of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is... Oh, that was rough.
Alright, just got done flying the Falcon. That was a fun ride. And I have one more attraction that I'm headed to. If you're playing along at home, you'll know that that is One Man's Dream. Alright, the very nice cast member in the front of the building here told me that the next showing for One Man's Dream is in 2.5 minutes. So that should be about the time that it takes to walk the hallways through the gallery back to the movie theater, which is where I'm headed.
And our last 2 rows are going to be reserved for wheelchair parties and UCVs.
They actually have a modified version of the Disney Junior Dance Party. It's not the same show as before, but that is running with some characters that come out on stage to make you dance. So not the same as before, but a modified version, just like we saw the bird show at Animal Kingdom was still running, but just under a different name and slightly modified. Here is a look at Sunset Boulevard a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not too bad. In the Beauty and the Beast Theater, they're actually showing another show right now, Disney Society Orchestra and Friends, and it's just some musicians playing some popular Disney tunes on the stage. It's a good time to relax. It's not in air conditioning, but it's a good time to sit down at least and enjoy some nice Disney music. One place to get ice water here at Hollywood Studios is Rosie's All-American Cafe. One attraction I forgot about is Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. That's actually open. Tucked away in the corner back here behind Rock and Roller Coaster. It's easy to forget about because it does not have a posted wait time on the app either. So check that out. That will officially be my last attraction for today here. Well, that is a wrap from Hollywood Studios, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me today. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. So Hollywood Studios looks just like the other parks with lower wait times, lower crowds, and not everything's open. I think the biggest takeaway from today is that with the live production shows being closed down, you really feel it here because Hollywood Studios is really geared toward that live entertainment, and we just don't have that. So many shows and character interactions, the citizens of Hollywood, they're all closed, they're unavailable, so that really did have an impact on the experience today. But the traditional classic rides are all open and they're just as fun as they always are. So I hope everyone had a great time. I will see you next time, but in the meantime, stay well, stay safe, and God bless. Bye for now.